let's say you're probably still talking to your business coach at that point, and what do you feel like was maybe a key piece of advice that you got from maybe your business coach or maybe a colleague or a family member, whoever was close to you, that really helped you through those tough times?
Yeah, well, I mean, my wife was great because she had to deal with me crying myself to sleep a couple times. And She just kept saying, "We don't have to do this, right? Like we were fine before you did this, and we were fine before we scaled this thing. Except before we scaled it, I went to court all the time, and I didn't control my schedule, and I didn't have freedom of movement. Now I don't ever go to court, and I've traveled all the time, and I have complete control, largely complete control over my schedule, which I didn't have then, which has been great for my children and everything and my family life there. But no, I mean it was. I think the business coach kept saying, "You're not being heard." I'm like, I told him, and he's like, "They don't hear you." And I thought he was talking about they literally didn't hear me, but basically what I was saying was not being communicated in a way that was moving people to action to do what I wanted them to do. And we had a fair amount of turnover. One of the things that did help us is we started giving everybody a personality exercise that the business coach recommended through a company called a guy named Jay Henderson and realtalenthiring.com. And he actually lives in Wake Forest, no less. I found out about him from a business coach in Phoenix, Arizona. And he is somebody who gives the Hartman personality profile, which is the most detailed personality profile on the market, written by Stephen Hartman and Stephen Covey before he died. Stephen Covey, who wrote the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I don't know how the thing works, but it tells you everything you'd ever want to know about somebody and probably more about what makes them tick, which also allows you to be a better manager because it says these are their stressors, these are their motivators. So you can start trying to manage to the test, which will bring out the best and the employees. And during COVID, with all the turnover and stuff, I didn't have a single employee make it 1 year from 2018 to 2023, but tripled the business or quadrupled the business. Not a single employee, not a secretary, not a lawyer, not anybody in El Salvador. No single employee for 5 years made it to 12 months. So I mean, but yet we still kept growing and we kept trying to get better. And I mean, I'm not proud of that. That's just where we were. But once we had enough employees and we could stop the turnover and we could really stick to the people that personality exercise said were probably a good fit, we were able to then stop the turnover and focus on growing versus just replacing.